Hey, what's up everyone? It's me Pratima. So after almost 2 months, I'm back with another earbuds buy guide video, and this time I'll be going through my top 7 picks for the best wireless earbuds under 2000 rupees in India. But I have included a couple of options that cost a little more than 2000 as well, so that you guys don't miss out on any hidden gem. I was also planning to keep the number of entries to 5 only, but looking at the sheer number of options available in this price range, I felt like I had to make room for 2 more. And as always, be sure to check the scoreboard somewhere around here so you have a clear idea of how well these earbuds perform in different categories. Let's go. Okay, my first pick is actually last year's Redmi Buds 3 Lite. Compared to most other earbuds on our list, the one thing I'm especially fond about this one is that the Buds 3 Lite is not chasing any bells and whistles. Instead, it delivers great audio for the price, and that's pretty much the whole story. It has a fairly balanced sound signature, which I find missing even on newer Xiaomi earbuds like the Redmi Buds 4 Active. What most brands in this segment go all in is on the bass, hoping that's what the majority of the people want. Redmi has done the opposite with the laid-back kind of tuning. As a result, the Buds 3 Lite sounds natural, there is no overpowering amount of bass, and the vocals are not artificially sharpened either. Also, this thing is among the most comfortable earbuds out there, at least for me. Each one of these guys weighs just 4.2 grams and they snuggle inside my ears easily because of the small form factor. It even has an ear wing design to help keep the earbuds from falling off. Other than this, its battery life is pretty average though, and so is the microphone quality.
The vocals sound a little muffled during phone calls, and it sounds even worse in noisy environments.
Otherwise, the Redmi Buds 3 Lite is among the best sounding earbuds under 2000 rupees in India. Then again, not everyone may be a fan of such sound profile, and maybe you want a couple of options in terms of sound presets. In that case, you should check out the Realme Buds Air 3 Neo instead. It comes with 3 audio profiles, and the default balanced option actually sounds pretty similar to the Buds 3 Lite, except that it packs more punch and sounds more lively overall. You can also switch to a brighter EQ that preserves better trebles, or one with a lot of bass if you like. Whereas the Buds Air 3 Neo has a volume enhancer option too, which works as advertised. So if you're in a somewhat noisy environment or the default loudness is just not hitting the mark, then this can come in handy. Besides this, Realme also lets you customize the touch controls, and there's also a dedicated game mode, although I did not find it that useful since I could still notice some delay in audio even after enabling it. That brings me to Boat's Nirvana Ion, which makes for a pretty good case for why Boat is the biggest TWS brand in India right now. Because these are exactly the kind of earbuds that appeal to most buyers in this very price segment. Boat has tuned its 10mm drivers with all the bass in the world, and the end result is this impactful and energy-packed sound that works well with most hip-hop and Bollywood styles of music. The vocals also sound fairly clear and detailed, and surprisingly enough, I did not notice any sort of crackling at high volumes either. The only issue that I have with its signature sound mode is that the boomy bass can get in the way of vocals and instruments sometimes. This was the case while listening to songs like Sage by Ritwis. I was hoping the balance mode would get rid of my woos, but while it does bring down the bass like way down, I feel like it also takes away the soul of the music in a way. And something between the two would have just been perfect. Another highlight of the Nirvana Ion is the battery life. It boasts an insane 24 hours of playback on a single charge with just the earbuds alone, which is beyond impressive. Boat has also included wear detection here, and while it does not have ANC like every other entry on our list, Nirvana Ion's passive noise isolation is pretty great.
You should have no problem making phone calls from these earbuds either, although a couple of upcoming entries on our list cancel out the background noise better. Including the OnePlus Buds 2R, which manages to pick up my voice from all ambient noise quite impressively.
And in case you didn't know, this is actually a lot similar to the more expensive Buds 2, except that OnePlus has skipped active noise cancellation here to meet the cheaper price tag. As for the audio quality itself, like most other earbuds I've discussed so far, its sound signature also favors bass more than everything else. Then again, it's got a somewhat pleasant and thumpy bass that rarely skews into other frequencies. The mids and upper mids sound pretty great as well, which should be more than enough for casual listeners. All of this is in the default balance preset, by the way, and I feel like even bass heads would be happy with this instead of bass mode. Likewise, OnePlus also lets you create customized equalizers for this guy via the Hey Melody app. The Nirvana Buds 2R gets plenty loud too, and its controls are also customizable. Its battery backup hasn't given me any reasons to complain either. So yeah, this is a pretty good pair of budget earbuds. Okay, at number 3 we have the Jlab Go Air earbuds, whose case looks a lot like the Jabra Elite 4 actually. But it is pretty special in other ways as well, since it has a built-in charging cable which can come really handy. Just plug it into your laptop or any device with a USB-A interface and you're good to go. Still, my favorite part about these earbuds is the sound itself. The default Jlab signature EQ amplifies both vocals and bass, and neither of them sounds overpowering or jarring to my ears. It also works well with wide genres of music, which makes me feel like you won't be switching to other presets that often. But I tested those presets anyway and found the bass boost mode to present the sub bass a bit better, while the balance profile is more suitable for podcasts and documentaries than music.
You can also take calls with these earbuds, but it's not very practical when you're in a noisy environment.
However, the biggest issue I have with it is the lack of an app support. Yes, you can do everything from adjusting volumes to changing EQs from the earbuds themselves, but it gets real confusing real fast since you've got to remember all the touch patterns for those functions. And one weird experience I had with the Jlab Go Air Pop is that its left earbud has a really invasive fit that goes deep into my ear canal, which does not happen with the right one. Thankfully, using a larger ear tip easily solved this problem. Okay, the silver medal in my list of the best budget earbuds goes to the Anker Soundcore R50i. Moving from the Go Air Pop to the R50i was quite an experience, since these two earbuds fit and sound pretty different. To start with, the Soundcore R50i does not go deep into the ear, feels plenty comfortable to wear, but still offers solid noise isolation. In terms of sound, Anker has complemented the 10mm drivers here with its proprietary bass up technology, which delivers this boomy sound that most folks are going to love. Here, the default Soundcore signature profile is already all in on the bass, but there are also 20 more EQ presets that you can choose from via the Soundcore app, which is more than enough. The app also lets you change the controls, turn on gaming mode, and other stuff as well.
Anyway, its microphones are just average, and something that I noticed here is that my voice sounds a little robotic from the R50i, but that's not a deal breaker anyway, since these are budget wireless earbuds.
Finally, my top pick for the best earbuds under 2000 rupees is the OPPO Enco Buds 2. To be honest, OPPO is among the few companies that I have high regard for when it comes to wireless earbuds, especially in the budget and mid-range segment, since the stuff that OPPO manages to fit in is truly remarkable. And the company's Enco Buds and the Enco Air lineup of earbuds is very much the driving force behind why OPPO has managed to crack into the list of the top 5 TWS brands in India right now. Okay, coming back to the Enco Buds 2 itself, the most impressive thing about it for me is the soundstage. Instead of a sort of a central imaging preset on almost all earbuds that I've discussed so far, the Enco Buds 2 clearly stands above the rest. And a wider soundstage alone makes a whole lot of difference in your listening experience, adding another dimension to the music in a way. Like when listening to Cosmic Love by Florence and the Machine, for example, the depth of all the instruments is replicated pretty well here. There's a clear separation between instruments even in fast-paced punk rock songs like Green Day's In the End. I won't say its bass hits the punchiest, but it lands perfectly whenever you're listening to pop, EDM, and even hip-hop tracks.
And all this is why it is very easy to recommend the OPPO Enco Buds 2, although it does not necessarily stand out in terms of call quality.
Plus, the fact that this is the most affordable earbuds on our list speaks volume for how just stunning it is. So there you have it, guys. That was all for my top picks for the best budget earbuds under 2000 rupees in India right now, and I hope that this made your buying decision a little bit easier. I'm also working on another earbuds buy guide video all under 10,000 rupees, so make sure you're subscribed to our channel to watch that. Till then, I'm Pratima and thank you so much for watching.